Good morning, guys. Guys, good morning. I'm going to do another quick video here on 3i Atlas, guys. It seems as if this thing has recharged. I mean, recharge meaning, let's just say a device, when you recharge your phone, it start performing better. Or when you recharge any device with a new battery, the functionality becomes better and it becomes more responsive to whoever's using it. What I'm trying to say is that from the moment this thing passes the sun, all right, a tail has occurred on this object, interstellar object. First and foremost, when it passes the sun, it changes the trajectory, and the color of this thing has also changes. It changes to blue at one point, and also it changes to red when they were having electromagnetic pulse were coming off this thing. Now, 3i Atlas, the best way I can say it, has recharged, meaning that basically got a new battery. This happened from the moment it passes the sun. First and foremost, by digging into it, comet when they passes the sun, they normally break apart. Not completely, but debris, the sun, the heat from the sun, the stuff, the way the sun impact comets, it's not normally the same after a flyby. Chances are it's broken apart or some of them literally completely vanished. Not 3i Atlas. No, it's actually did the opposite. The behavior of this thing is the complete opposite from a comet. There's two tail now. There's one pointing away from the sun, which is from the moment the recharge of this object happened, there was a tail. You want to call it tail, a beam, whatever you want to call it. It's really mostly gas, different gases combined that make up this tail. It's pointing literally 2 million miles ahead of this object. Listen to this carefully. This wasn't there before it arrived the sun. This tail appeared after it passes the sun. That pointed in front of it. It's 2 million mile ahead, pointing ahead of this object, interstellar object, and there's another tail behind it, 600,000 miles pointing behind it back towards the sun. What that means, guys, to see the amount of, and it's basically sending out these two tails combined, it's sending off around close to 10 million tons of gases per month. That's what they calculate this thing to do. They said, first of all, the type of gases it's sending off, comet don't send off this type of gases either. Comet normally send off mostly water vapor. For a comet to send off this amount of water vapor, the width of this comet, they said, would have to be close to 40 miles long. Just the width of it has to be 40 miles long. Keep in mind, 3i Atlas is around close to 8 miles long, but 3.5 miles in width. Now, what the experts are saying, for this quantity of stuff to be sent off from any comet, realistically, the width of that comet would have to be around 40 miles long. Again, mainstream media, they don't want to accept the fact that it's not a comet. They want to always remain and keep it listed as a comet. And that's always going to be the narrative. They're not going to send out any information about the people are in charge are not going to release it, because just read an article, a lady that's forgot her name, she's in Congress, she said, she even saying what I'm saying, she said this information is not going to be released by NASA. It's going to be swept under the carpet, and we're always going to left in the dark that 3i Atlas was a comet. But let me tell you something, guys. This is not over. 3i Atlas is just the beginning of what's really coming. I know what 3i Atlas is. I think most people already know what it is. We're having an interstellar visitor. I keep saying this, folks. This is the return of the Anunnaki, and this is the first stage of the return of the Anunnaki. Before they move in their entire army, they send a recon team. 3i Atlas is a recon team. What's coming after 3i Atlas? It's an army. And multiple objects have already entered our solar system that's literally coming towards us. No one's talking about this. It's coming from the same location where 3i Atlas, and more that one that happened, I think, in 2019. They're all coming from the same section in space. This is also the same section in space where they have that wow signal that came from back in 1977 that NASA recorded. It was called the wow signal because it was a radio wave signal that was sent through our solar system. And when it was discovered, it was whoever discovered it said, "Wow!" It was the first sign of communication from an intelligent civilization. So it was dubbed as the wow signal. This is where all these objects are coming from in our solar system, this section of space. But as I said before, giving you guys a quick rundown of it. After it passes the sun, it went into a recharge mode. It's like a new battery. Two tails appeared on it, which is not normal for a comet. The size of these tails either are the amount of gas it's letting off for the size of what 3I Atlas is. There shouldn't be that amount of gas. There's no way. Experts said that also. So basically, the way this thing is behaving, it's definitely not a comet. And as I said, we basically already knew that, the ones who are actually doing critical thinking. We already know that information already, but I'm just reiterating what the experts are actually saying. But it's really what we already know. So, or already knew. But it's an interesting time to be alive, guys. As I said, we're not out of the woodwork yet. Yes, what's happening right now is moving away from the sun, but there's something that's going to happen. This thing is going to change course. I really don't believe it's going to leave our solar system at all. It's moving away from the sun. I get that, but I really don't believe it's leaving our solar system. This is the beginning of what's ahead and what's coming, because I've been saying this for a long time. Daddy's coming home and daddy's going to want his go. And when I say daddy, I mean the Annunakis, the ones who created us. So it's going to be interesting. I already predicted the return of the Anunnaki in 2026. July 2026 is when everything is just going to start to unfold, and they can no longer hide what's coming anymore. It's impossible to hide it, and this is basically going to be our future. But that was a quick update of 3I Atlas. It's behaving weird. It's sending off gases in the amount that's just unrealistic for the size of it, and everything it's doing. It's just weird. It's not classified. Its action is not a comet. Its action is saying something else. That is a higher form of intelligence. But as I said before, it's not information that's going to be given by the people. By the people that are in charge are not going to release the information. It is what it is. We just have to accept it. But you can't hide this for too long, because as I said before, when they return, and they will, and very soon, we're going to start seeing signs of the return. When it starts to unfold, everything that's people are trying to hide, it's just going to be in front of each and every one of us. And we're going to see it for what it is. This is just the beginning of what's really coming. And listen up carefully. July 2026 is when everything's just going to start to unfold. And keep your eyes in the sky. I promise you. Watch his prediction unfold. All right? So you guys have a great day. I hope this information helps someone out there. I thought this information was cool, and I want to share it. So thank you, guys. Appreciate the support. And I know I sound crazy for giving you guys a date on the return of the Anunnaki, but I've been doing this for a long time. I've been making these videos for a long time. I've been making these predictions for a long time. And I think I'm doing a good job. So anyway, let's see how everything unfolds in 2026. 3I Atlas is a very, very interesting topic, by the way. And you guys have a great, great day.